What's up, comic fans? It is time to share the new comic book day haul I picked up on Wednesday from my local comic shops. So we're going to get into the books that I picked up, plus a few extra things I got here and there, right after this. So welcome back. And before we start, or before I forget to tell you, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, go ahead and give me a like if you like the content, and go ahead and comment. Let's chat. Alright, so let's get right into the books. So let's start off with some new stuff I picked up. It's actually not new. This is probably a third copy I have of this. I have both the first and second print, which is gold, but I got me another Ghost Rider, number 15. The glow in the dark cover. So that's pretty cool. Mark Teixeira cover. So I picked that up. Why not? And then I went and got a Ghost Rider number 21. And this is a Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti cover. So, and I believe this is also the first appearance of Snowblind. So I went ahead and got me one of these. I was missing that for my collection. I had it and somehow I lost it for $1.50. Nice minty copy. Couldn't turn it down. All right, next up we got Berserker number 1. This is the fourth print, number 1 foil. So I went ahead and grabbed me one of those. And while we're grabbing multiple prints, we got the fifth print, number 1 of Star Wars High Republic. So went ahead and grabbed one of those. And while we're still talking about, prints, we got the second print of the Joker, number 1. Is this number 1? No, sorry, this is number 2. And this is with Vengeance. I think her name's Vengeance. Bane's daughter. And she's on the cover. And I didn't have to pay like $300 to get a book with her on the cover. So that's cool. Alright, let's get into this week's books. It is a very small stack this week. Not a lot that I picked up this week in terms of new stuff that was readable. 4 books. Who knew? Alright, so next up we got Amazing Spider-Man number 66. This is kind of a setup issue. I really like the cover. It's setting up like the next storyline with the chameleon and all that. I really thought, it's a Mark Bagley cover by the way, and I really thought because they made like a giant size or whatever it was, Amazing Spider-Man for King's Ransom, that they would just kind of jump right into the story. Not really. They're still kind of waffling and setting up what's going to happen in the future of this Spider-Man series. So we'll see. But apparently the chameleon's going to play a really big role in the next ASM arc. And that's it. So I'm practicing my posing with the books today. So anyway, that's the big deal in here. Yeah, just a lot of setup. Return of the Rose, the Kingpin's son. That's also a thing. And you got a lot of street level heroes in there who look like they're going to be a part of the Spider-Man series, possibly in the future. Got some Hawkeye, you got some Cage, Jessica Jones. Who else was there? I think Kamala Khan was there. Not sure. I don't remember. Did I say Hawkeye? Wolverine. Wolverine was in there. All right. Next up, we've got an Al Ewing Immortal Hulk book with art by Pac Nadell. I didn't know if I liked it or didn't. I love the cover. Like, this cover's dope. The story was okay. It was okay, but we got introduced to a new version of the Hulk in this book. And that's pretty cool. So there is a new, and not of this Hulk. It's like a totally different Hulk. So there's another Hulk in the world apparently. And this kind of introduces us to that Hulk. And also it's supposed to be the first time that the Green Door is used. So if you haven't been reading the Immortal Hulk, I won't give away too much more. But this was a nice little tie into the universe of the Immortal Hulk. So if you're a Immortal Hulk fan, you can pick that up. If you're not an Immortal Hulk fan, but you're a Hulk fan, maybe you pick it up. If you're neither, you may be confused about what's going on in the book. So, it's a dope cover though. Definitely a dope cover. I like that cover. All right. Also, all right. Daredevil number 30. If you've been listening to me, I love Chip Zdarsky, and I love his Daredevil run. So this is a good book. Not a ton of action here, but what we do see is Elektra is kind of, she's dealing with that responsibility of being Daredevil, right? She knows that, you know, as Elektra, she would just, you know, kill somebody if she wanted to stop them, but she's trying to play by Matt Murdock's rules to prove that she's worthy of, you know, being the Daredevil. And so, and she's just, you know, I think she's trying to prove to herself that she's worthy too, and she's doing a bang-up job. But this book is basically about that, her struggles with trying not to be Elektra and trying to be the Daredevil. So I like it. It's good. Not the most action-packed in the series, but not everyone can be action-packed. And when you're dealing with Chip Zdarsky, you know there's going to be some weaving and some intricacies in there. All right, last up, my book of the week. We got The Many Deaths of Layla Starr. This is also the only indie I picked up that I hadn't read yet. So I had other indies in there, like we had the Berserker number 1, but I read that already. So this is new. This is Ron V, and Ron V is killing it. And Philip Andrade is doing the art on this. I like the art. I feel it fits, and there's definitely a running theme in this with The Many Deaths of Layla Starr. As you can imagine, she pretty much dies. Well, she died in the first issue, and she dies in the second issue. So that's kind of a thing that's happening. But basically here, what you have here is death has been downsized, right? It's like corporate America, or just corporate world. It's capitalism. And, you know, a human's been born that in the future will invent immortality. And so death is no longer needed. And she's kind of been shown the door. And now she's come to Earth to kind of find that child, and she wants to kill him so that, you know, she's important once again. And it seems like every time she gets close to finding the child, she ends up dying. But it's a really cool story. I like it. I love it. I think some people love it. Some people are unsure. I haven't really heard anybody say they absolutely hate it. But if you hate it, let me know in the comments. I want to know. I want to know why. Why do you hate this book? But The Many Deaths of Layla Starr by Ron V, who's an up-and-coming writer. I think he's actually really awesome. This is my book of the week. You know what I mean? And I guess if we're doing things of the week, this is my cover of the week. So this will probably be my thumbnail. So this is definitely my read of the week, The Many Deaths of Layla Starr. So that's really all I got, guys. Short video, not too many books this week, but it's cool. I got other stuff coming up. Be on the lookout for my unboxing of this CVCS slab. And we also got like a Pokemon thing. I opened a pack of Pokemon cards. So if you're into Pokemon cards, boom, we're going to have that up there too. So comic fans, do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for next week's comics. Peace!